Mom just kicked you out the basement, so you dust off your laptop, turn on, check Zillow, just to find out.
Are you serious?
And mortgage rates aren't really helping either. Your credit's also trash.
Don't worry, Daddy's here. Do you need help with your credit score? Well, I'm here to help. If you're a degenerate gambler and you just can't repay those loan sharks, you'll definitely most likely end up here. At a 300, you do not want to be there. This is the mud. One would consider this the trenches. But I'd say on the other hand, you're a beautiful borrower, and the banks love loaning out to you. You're gonna be here, 850 perfect score. Who knows, if you're at a 900, the bank's gonna be giving you money for free.
But how do you get there?
You ask? It's simple. So you see your credit's gonna be broken down into a pie chart. By the way, the percentage is how much it affects your score. We'll start with the lowest impact. Credit mix. So having a good credit mix is a pretty good thing. When the credit bureau checks your account, they're gonna see how much loans you have or how much debt you have. And actually, if you have different types of debt, it ends up being a positive for you. Say you have a car payment, mortgage, you have personal loan, or maybe you have a credit card. All of these things, since it's a big mix, then the bureau is gonna say,
this guy's pretty worthy, we'll give him some of that money.
The other 10% is new credit. So now the amount of times you're applying for this debt, it'll definitely show the bureau something's up with this guy, something's a little fishy because he keeps applying for these loans, right? And that's why new credit is a little bit of an influence. It's not much, it's just there. It said 10% new credit, don't open too many. And now the next one at 15% credit age. So your credit age is gonna take the average from the first time you open an account to the very last time you've opened an account. It's gonna say the average. So say you had opened the first card for 4 years and you just opened up a new one after the 4 years, your credit age would be 2 because it's the average between the two. That's why you don't ever wanna end up closing that first account. So now we get to the big hitters. Amounts owed at 30%. This is the total amount of credit limit you have. And here's a great rule of thumb. It says 30% influence on your actual credit, but at the same time, you gotta remember 30% of your credit, you should only use 30% of your credit limit. So if you do have a $1,000 credit limit and you're trying to stay within the 30% to build that credit, you're gonna wanna only spend within $300. And if you want to be a better borrower, you'd want to spend at least within 10%, which means $100. And here's the thing where it's like, yeah, having more debt or accruing more debt is bad. But if you were to mix credit and build up multiple lines of credit, you would end up maybe having a limit of 10,000, where 30% would be 3,000, 10% would be 1,000. And the biggest influence on your credit score, 35% payment history. So just like it shows, what's it gonna mean? Are you paying your credit? Are you on time? Are you a responsible borrower? One single miss in your payment and your whole score is gonna go boom, and you'll never be trusted again. With all this being said, I hope you build your credit, but let's talk about the fun. Because a lot of these credit card providers will offer a lot of benefits for you to use their cards. Some places, Amex, they give you airlines, airline miles, you get like cashback rewards, you get points to use for travel, for hotels, flights, entertainment. Hopefully you get your 300 credit score to a 400, because that's all you're gonna be able to do. But if you're an average person and you're at 600, 650, right, pretty decent, you have a good fighting chance. I say start with a credit card, pay off at least use only 10%, and then you're always like buying a house.